I'm Gloria Strode and welcome to Straightforward. Today we have our very own school board representative from District 3, Vanessa Jackson. Welcome.
Hi, Gloria.
You have been working so hard since you got elected. So you're at your third year.
That's correct.
So this is year 3. But you are not new to children and education.
Absolutely.
So your life's work has been what?
Been working with kids, changing and impacting the lives of our young children.
Okay. And the company that you're with for 20 years?
Child Care Network. I have been with them for more than 20 years.
For more than 20 years. And
yes.
so a lot of your babies that you started with are now adults.
Now adults, and I am taking care of their kids.
How funny is that?
Yes.
Yeah, so we were actually in a restaurant one day, and one of your parents, whose children are now both high school graduates,
right?
She came to the table and she said, well, you had both of my sons, and they have, you know, graduated and they're working, and yeah, so
yes.
that's the reward.
Absolutely, absolutely. This school term, I had the opportunity to give diplomas to about 6 of the kids that I had in my facility.
Really?
Yes, yes.
And that was a very proud moment.
It was.
Because you get them at the beginning.
Absolutely.
Okay, and so you work with children from ages what at your facility?
6 weeks. 6 weeks to 12.
To 12.
So I get to know these kids like 4 or 5 years before Muscogee County even get to them.
Okay.
Before they get to Muscogee County.
And you also have pre-K.
Yes, I do. I have 2 pre-K classes, Georgia Lottery pre-K classes.
Wow. And so you have certified teachers.
Absolutely.
That administer that program.
Yes, yes.
So you're getting the babies at 6 weeks.
Yes.
And then they're staying with you, many of them, until they're 12.
12 years of age.
And they age out. They just have to go
absolutely.
to the
They age out.
They have to go to the Boys and Girls Club. They can no longer stay with Miss Vanessa.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And that's the funniest thing, if people have ever been public with you anywhere. I mean, just standing on the street corner, you're going to always find someone that knows Miss Vanessa.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's really a wonderful testimony. But at Child Care Network, what are you all focusing on to get them ready? Because that was one of the things that you brought up when you decided to throw your hat in the ring for District 3. Because you understood that all kids,
they can learn, but they all don't learn the same. So we have a program called High Reach, and it really meets the child where the child is at.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it's not some boilerplate microchip where everybody just have to fit.
And no, we meet the child where the child is at.
And then help them to go forward.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, I don't want to show favoritism, but one of the awesome teachers that works with your pre-K taught some of your students sign language.
Yes.
So you're not a daycare center.
No, ma'am.
You are not that.
No,
you know, there's a myth. Sometimes people think, well, oh, they're just babysitting. But no, there's learning going on at Child Care Network.
Absolutely. We like I said, we do have our curriculum. Our pre-K class, like I'm glad you mentioned that. We got the chance to go to Muscogee County and open up one of the board meetings. My kids did the pledge in sign language.
Did they?
Yes, ma'am. They did the pledge in sign language. And we got a lot of positive feedback from the audience. Just last week we just went and we did the pledge for the city council.
Really?
That same teacher, they requested that same teacher and some of his students.
How cool is that?
Yes,
and
ma'am.
He was up for some type of award, and we could go online and vote for him. I don't care where I see him. He is just genuinely an advocate for the kids.
He really is.
Yes.
He really
you can
is.
see his passion.
Yes, and I mean, he's an advocate for the teachers as well, and the parents, everybody. He just brings that positive energy into the center, and I am just blessed to have him. Well, Child Care Network is blessed to have him.
But you're blessed to have him on your team.
Absolutely.
And so how long has he been working with you?
He's been with us for a little over 5 years.
Really? And which is unusual because people see it's a non-traditional role.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So he's kind of like the king of the center.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
He's the king of the center.
And right now he's working on his bachelor's degree.
Is he?
When he first started, he only had an associate, so he's been working on his bachelor's degree. So he's doing really good.
So he is classroom support for the certified teacher.
Yes, ma'am.
And they make an awesome team because
Yes,
I've been there.
yes, they do.
To read to the kids. It's a wonderful energy and dynamic, and they complement each other.
Yes.
And I think that's important.
It's very important.
Right. And then your children are coming from a very diverse background.
Yes.
So you have military children.
Military.
You have children from subsidized housing.
Yes.
And then you have children where their parents are other professions.
Right, and then we do have foster kids there as well.
Really?
Yes, that's a growing number of foster kids that are coming into this county.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
okay. And so what's the youngest age of the foster kids? You're not getting infants, are you?
Yes, they start off with infants as well.
Really? And your center, of course, we know it's always the premier center. You like to blaze the trail. I mean, we just have to call it the way that it is. It's not favoritism or, just being selective. The centers are great all over.
They are.
But yours, you're open from
6 a.m. to midnight.
Well, that's what I was sharing with our good friend, Dr. Baliga, that came to be a part of your staff in service. And they're talking about health and wellness.
Right.
Because one of your teachers shared with us that you all have a child that's a diabetic.
Yes, we do.
And so you all are always trying to learn to make sure you
Absolutely,
give the best care.
absolutely.
Right. But what we have found is the level of commitment, what you all are doing. Dr. Baliga was very impressed. And what we were saying is, when the nurses are over at Piedmont working, if they're working at the nursing home, or if we're at the nice restaurants eating, you all are providing safe, quality care for those children.
Absolutely.
So the parents couldn't work over there at Piedmont because you're very close to the hospital.
Yes, we are.
So we got parents that's working in nursing homes and those that are working law enforcement.
Yes.
Because the jail never closes.
Right,
right. We have military parents.
Right, because everybody don't have that 9 to 5 hours. Everybody is not that lucky.
And your facility is the only one with your company.
With my company that's open till midnight. Yes,
wow.
ma'am. And we also have a night manager that comes in and she cooks a hot meal for these kids as well.
So we're not doing peanut butter sandwiches?
No, we do
like
a hot meal.
And we also have homework assistants.
Yes, we do.
Certified teachers.
Certified teachers
you all
working with the
them
homework.
In to help
yes,
the kids with the
especially
homework.
the ones that are there after 6:30, because when they get picked up by 8:30, 9 o'clock, and we have some there till midnight. They're not.
And mom and dad is tired.
No, everybody is tired.
Right.
So we just go over and their homework, and we just make sure that they're prepared and ready for the next day.
Okay, that's why you're the person for District 3. Well, what we're going to do is take our break, go to our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
We'll be right back after word from some of our sponsors. Straightforward is brought to you by Chalk by Quincy introduces Excellence Redefined, timepieces of the finest technology, luxury, and class with tons of style at chalklifestyle.com. Renal Associates, LLC, a team of physicians dedicated to excellent kidney care with 5 convenient locations to serve you. Stark Avenue, Columbus, Bradley Park, Columbus, Lafayette Parkway, LaGrange, East Burkhalter Avenue, Buena Vista, and Springs Street in Warm Springs. The Framing Factory and Art Gallery, specializing in quality art and framing for all your needs. Original etchings, limited editions, and prints. Call Carlton Dickey today at 706-324-3823 or visit the Art Gallery at 1325 17th Street in Columbus. Vanessa Jackson's District 3 Successful Scholars Program, supporting students in achieving academic excellence, outstanding citizenship, positive social and cultural growth, believing in success for kids.
Walmart's reason for supporting Thurgood Marshall College Fund is simple. We like to win. And we have been given a lot of exposure to some incredible talent. And we also believe that it's a part of our responsibility to the community to give back. This is a great opportunity to do both. It's been a wonderful experience for us through the years. We've appreciated our partnership. We believe in return on investment, and we have definitely had a remarkable return.
Come meet your new best friend at Paws Humane.
Adopting from your shelter makes sense. You get a great friend checked by our vet. They're fixed, all shots, microchipped, all ready to make you and your family's life better. 4900 Milton Road, Columbus. Paws Humane.
Come meet your new best friend at Paws Humane.
Welcome back to Straightforward. I'm continuing my conversation with the awesome Vanessa Jackson that's been serving the children in our community for more than 20 years.
More than 20
So
years.
your legacy was serving, educating, preparing children for public school.
Absolutely.
Before you decide to throw your hat in the ring for District 3.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Yes.
And you've worked with so many families all over the city. You're in a location near the hospital now, but that
Right.
wasn't where you've always been. You've been
Right.
at other facilities over your 20-year career.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So-
But with the same company,
Same
though.
company,
Same
but
company.
just a different location.
Different location.
And the reason I say that is, and we've had this conversation offline, wherever the facility is located, you get a different culture.
You do.
Right.
You do.
And then you have to have the right people on board, on the team, that
Right.
can deal with the diversity that comes.
Absolutely.
Because some of the centers might have children from a lower economic background.
Right.
And they might need something a little different than those that might come from a community where both parents
are working.
And professionals and all of that. Not to say one is smarter than the other, but you, like you said, you all meet the child where they are.
That's right.
And then you
That's
get a plan
right.
to take them forward.
Absolutely.
Right. So we have a lot of excitement going on, and you have school is starting.
Yes.
And the grand opening of the new Spencer High.
Yes.
Isn't that
yes.
exciting?
It is. It's very exciting.
And so you've already toured the building. And
I have.
It's
I
state
have.
of the art.
It's state of the art. It's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
And the alumni was very instrumental in trying to move that project forward.
Yes.
Now, we moved from the old Spencer. Of course, Spencer has had several locations
Right.
over the decades.
Right.
But we moved from the old Spencer over on Victory Drive. Why did we need?
Because the Spencer on Victory Drive, they had like structured problems. And so for the safety, you know, the safety concerns, we just felt that it was a need, excuse me, to move the center in another location.
Okay, because the building was cracking,
Right,
shifting or whatever.
right,
and
right, the structure,
but yeah, so it was beyond what could be repaired.
Repaired, beyond,
And so you changed the location.
Right.
Right. And so the new school is located where?
It's on Fort Benning Road.
In District 3.
In District 3.
You would get the new school.
Yes,
And then
yes.
you have another school that's kind of new, which is the Dorothy Height.
The Dorothy
So
Heights.
it's not really, it's not that
absolutely.
old. Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's just a few years.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so District 3, what are some of the schools that you have? Because, you know, folks might not understand what districts.
Okay, I have MLK, Martin Luther King. That's the school that I went to as a young child.
But
so
it was called Winterfield.
Winterfield.
back
Yeah,
then.
it was Winterfield back then.
So they built Martin Luther King in the same
And
location.
it's in the same. It's in the same location, the same spot.
Okay, so Martin Luther King is where Winterfield was.
Right.
And that's off Casita Road.
That is.
That's your village.
That's my village.
Right.
That's my village
Yeah.
right there.
Isn't that something?
It is.
Did you ever think as a child that you would be representing
never,
the school board at your
never.
very own school?
Never. Even when I go and visit,
Right.
I'm just amazed, you know, and it's just surreal. It just, you know, just
Yeah.
don't seem
Yeah.
real. I never would have thought, no,
Right.
never.
And so you have Martin Luther King.
Right. I have St. Mary's,
Okay.
St. Mary's,
Brewer.
Elementary. I have Winton.
Winton?
Right, Winton.
didn't
I know
realize
Winton is
it's kind of on that crazy line.
Right.
Yeah, because
So,
District 3, the lines are really strange.
Right.
Because it's starting all the way out to Bunker Hill.
absolutely.
And then it's going all the way to Lake Bottom.
Right.
A portion of it.
A portion of
Right,
it.
so that you have Winton.
So Winton is my school as well.
Oh, I didn't know that. And of course,
a lot of people don't know
A lot
that.
of people don't know that.
They don't know that.
No, I thought it was District 1 or somebody else,
no.
but it's yours. Okay, and so Brewer.
Brewer.
And Brewer actually replaced the old Carver Elementary, but to a new location.
New location.
Right, and so when
Yes.
they closed the old Carver, then that came
up.
with Brewer. And that's Martin Luther King and Buena
Vista
Vista Road.
Buena Vista Road.
And in the old days, it was Brookhaven Boulevard.
It was, yes.
It was Brookhaven Boulevard, so see, they've changed that.
Okay.
And so your high schools, you have
Carver and Spencer.
my beloved Carver.
Your beloved Carver.
Yeah, Carver and Spencer are your two high schools.
Yes.
And then you have Baker.
Baker Middle School.
Okay.
That's the only middle school that I have
Okay, in District 3.
in District 3.
Okay, and so that will be helpful to parents that, will probably catch this. And if they have questions, if they need some direction on something, then you are their representative.
And I'm here to serve.
I know that you've had a lot of community events. You do parent activities all the time.
Yes.
This is nothing new.
Right.
People have known that because of the nature of the business that you're full-time, your full-time job. So you all are doing parent ed,
Right.
giving tips
Yes.
on how they can transfer or transition
Mission.
from Miss Vanessa to the big school.
To the big school, and
Yeah.
we're having one child he is having a hard time. His mother and grandmother came and talked to me yesterday, and he said that he's not going to big school. He's going to stay with Miss Vanessa, and they asked me to talk to him and tell him that he can come, to Miss Vanessa
after big school.
after big school. But he told them, I don't know why y'all keep talking about this.
Because he's not going.
He's been with me since an infant.
Oh, okay. So
So-
he's like one of your children.
Yes,
Yeah, so like
yes.
one of your grandchildren. I know
yes.
some of them call you Mimi and
Mimi.
Yeah, because they've been there their whole life.
yes.
And very comfortable when they come in.
Yes.
I've been there. It's like, okay, they just come in like they staff. They know what to do.
They
It's
know
very
exactly
funny.
what to do.
Yeah. But I think that's very important, and I think all of that experience helps you to understand what families need.
Yes.
And every family, we don't need the same thing.
And we don't.
Yeah.
We
So what
don't.
we're going to do is take our final break, go to our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. We'll be right back after word from some of our sponsors. Straightforward is brought to you by Warrior Outreach. Contact Command Sergeant Major Retired Sam Rhodes or Kathy Rhodes. The Hugel Foundation, enriching the community through Christian music support, community outreach, and the Georgia Through Photography Project. For more information, call B at 706-568-6431. Progressive Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1952. The George Ford legacy of high standards continues today in the compassionate and professional services provided. A touch of dignity for those who care. Progressive Funeral Home, 4235 St. Mary's Road, trusted by generations. Best Care, transforming minds and bodies, leading the way in the latest techniques of medical weight loss and wellness. Certified in family medicine and bariatrics, Dr. Blunt is ready to assist in the transformation of your mind and body. Call today, 706-221-6477, or visit bestcarecolumbus.com. East Alabama Endocrinology, educating and caring for those living with diabetes in Alabama and Georgia. 1400 Bradley Lake Boulevard, 3320 Skyway Drive, Suite 602, Opelika. Take charge of diabetes and live your best life. State Senator Ed Harbison, serving the citizens of Georgia's 15th Senatorial District and on the front line for veterans every day.
History is important because it shows where you're coming from and where you're going. Type 2 diabetes is something that runs in my family, which means I'm at risk. In fact, 1 in 3 American adults are at risk for developing type 2 diabetes. And knowing this If I do nothing, that family history becomes my family's future. And my family is too important to me for that. Take the risk factor assessment today at AskScreenNo.com.
And welcome back to Straightforward. I'm continuing my conversation with the awesome Vanessa Jackson, School Board District 3. I tell you, the parents, you were out in the community over the weekend handing out school supplies.
Yes.
Your employer has been a wonderful supporter.
Yes.
Because they're in the business of education nationwide.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So, and we applaud our local, service
thank you.
providers. But no, they're in the business. And so
we are.
they support you 100%. They were on
100.
board from day one. And so they don't mind investing in the children.
Absolutely.
And so you were out, and you and your teams, Success for Kids.
Success for Children.
Yeah, that's Vanessa Jackson,
Jackson,
Success for Kids. Yes, honey, that purple and white T-shirt. People see it everywhere. But I saw you with some of the parents that I know, and they were very excited because some of them are single parents. It gets to be expensive.
It do.
That school supply list.
Yes,
And
yes.
I know the teachers, we got to do better. You're a board member and trying to help with their incomes because they prepare the lives of all the professions. But still, having you out, Child Care Network, being able to pass out school supplies in District 3,
Yes.
which you have a lot of economically and socially disadvantaged families in your district.
That's right.
Right. So what do you have planned this year for your parents?
Well, we're going to be doing workshops.
Okay.
Educating parents. We're going to have a newsletter. And I'm going to try to do quarterly meetings as well.
And that's to keep people informed.
To keep people informed.
And you can keep your finger on the pulse.
Absolutely.
And if they have a problem, you're accessible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I want them to know that I am accessible.
Because you are a parent.
Right.
And you're a
And I'm a
grandmother.
grandmother.
You are. And actually, one of your grandchildren was on Nickelodeon.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I am.
And so how old is he now?
He is 13.
Is he?
He is 13.
He's a teenager.
He is.
Oh, wow.
I know, right?
Yeah. So because you have children and grandchildren.
And grandchildren.
And you work.
Right.
You do understand what parents need.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
In addition to that 20 plus years
20 plus
experience
years.
with working
And,
with
and there's
family.
nothing that I could think of that I would rather be doing than touching and impacting these lives of the kids.
Well,
So.
it has to be a passion.
It is.
Because if people pasture centered, you're there on Saturdays.
I am.
And if people invite you somewhere, they can just kind of almost not be sure you're going to show up if it's a personal thing. Now,
Right.
if it's business, you're going to show
I
up.
will
But
be
if
there.
it's a leisure thing, then you probably going to be late to the barbecue because you got to go to your school first.
I do, and it's because I like to be in the classroom.
Right.
So I spend a lot of time in the classroom with my teachers, with my kids, so that's why I do work a lot on Saturdays.
I know, and you're getting
So.
things prepared. I mean, I've seen it, because you go beyond. It's not because they said you have to be there. It's
Right.
because you're trying to make sure that everything
I
is
make
good
sure
for the team.
everything is good for the team.
So, tips for parents. We're in a new school year. We want everybody to be successful, our teachers and our kids.
Okay. The best thing I would say would be to get the kids to bed on time and make sure they have something for breakfast, even if it's oatmeal, fruit, something for breakfast. That's
'Cause
the
it's
most
really
important.
hard to learn.
It is. It is. When if you're tired and hungry,
it's just not going to work.
absolutely.
And then that transitions sometimes into behavior. So for those that might not come to a wonderful facility like yours, even if mom can just get that little instant oatmeal, that or a good cereal, not all that sugar.
Right.
We don't want to zoot it up.
Right. Jumping off the walls.
But at least a healthy one, where they can at least, what is that? Most kids probably won't like Raisin Bran, but they might like Honey Bunches of
Honey
Oats.
Bunches of Oats.
That's
would be
better
good.
than Sugar Pops.
Right.
Right.
Right. And
So-
we have lunches at school too. I mean, breakfast at school too, so they
But they
can
gotta
get them
get there
there
early
early. That's what I was
enough.
going to say.
Right.
If they don't, then they, need to get them there early enough.
Okay.
So
Now,
that
when
they
are
can-
our school board meetings? Because, a lot of our parents are not on social media. We talked about this when you
Okay.
were running the first time. Cable is a luxury.
It is.
And internet is a luxury when you're a making the minimum wage and you're just trying to make it all happen.
Yeah,
So
you're
a lot of
right.
us assume because we have it that everyone got that same,
Okay.
you know, but that's
Right.
not necessarily
That's
so.
not. So
Right.
our work session is on every second Monday at 5 o'clock, and then our meeting is on the third Monday at 6 o'clock, and that's open. You know, anybody can come to one of our work session and our meetings.
Okay, and it's normally televised.
It is
On the government access.
on the government, yes.
But if not, they're welcome
Yes.
to come to the meetings. It's open to the
Open
public.
to the public.
And if they need to get on the agenda,
Well, yeah, if they need to address the board to get on the agenda, just call the secretary, Karen, and she will put them on the agenda.
and they get to
they
stand
get-
before you all and
and
voice their concerns.
Voice their concern.
Because what we want people to do is to be proactive and not reactionary.
Absolutely.
And if we wait till we have a problem, it's harder
It is.
to walk it back than we have everybody on board when we
Right.
first, you know, detect that something might not be quite as we would like it.
Yes.
Yeah. So you are going to be running for office. You're going to run for a second term.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes, I
well,
am.
I think that you're doing a great job. I know that the parents, because, you know, I believe in the grassroots.
Oh, yeah.
You got to listen
Yeah.
to what the parents are saying. All of the parents that I've interfaced with, you know, throughout the district, they're very pleased. They say they can reach you.
Yes.
Some had some issues last school year, needed some intervention, and you were very responsive.
Right.
Right. We got one that you got him a mentor.
Yes.
Yeah, Marshall Countryman helped mentor one, and another gentleman, Mr. Stevenson,
Stevenson.
took him over to
to one of the games at
Auburn.
Auburn. Yeah,
Football.
that's what he wanted to. He said that when he graduates, he wants to play football for Auburn. So,
And so
he
you
went-
had mentors to kind of scoop him up to let's
Right.
try to keep him focused.
Yes.
Yeah. And his mom's a single parent.
She's a single parent, and he's doing pretty good too. He got promoted.
Did
and
he?
Yes, he got promoted.
Oh
and
my
he's
goodness.
doing good.
So when you come back later in the school year, you'll have to bring him
Okay.
because he's one of the Success for Kids.
Yes, he
and
is.
He puts a lot of time into getting him mentors outside of your normal job and what the school board role actually
Right.
required. And took great people in the community, good male role models stepped in. So
Yes.
I think you're doing a great job. We want you to
Thank you.
continue the good work. And how can people reach you before we run out of time? What's your phone number?
They can call me. My cell is 706-536-1568.
Okay, and other than that, they can email you
They
at
can email me at vanessajackson1999@gmail.com.
Okay, Vanessa Jackson, 1999 at
At
gmail.com. Well, I think you're doing a great job. I'm very excited. I just look forward to that great newsletter you have coming out, and so we'll be
Thank you,
right behind
Gloria.
you 100%.
Thank
Okay.
you.
This has been straightforward. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. Until next time, be blessed.